nature vibe, urban homestead, keeping my soul alive. From the concrete cracks to the greenest leaf, finding my harvest and my sweet relief.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Divine Nature Urban Homestead. My name is Tiara. I'm gardening in Zone 6B in Indiana. Back here to give you all an update on what's been happening for the last couple of days. The other night we actually had a tornado warning. Thank God no tornado actually came through and damaged anything. But we did get some pretty heavy rains and heavy winds. Nothing was really damaged. The only casualty was I lost a tomato. Not the whole plant, but like just the individual tomato, which I have it sitting on my windowsill hoping that maybe it'll continue to ripen. Nonetheless, I'm going to try and keep it short and simple today, although I don't know how short and simple that's going to be given what we have to do. But I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm going to be planting in the month of June. I'm also going to be harvesting some stuff. We're going to be retiring the beets and the other spinach bed and the radishes which have bolted. No big deal. In gardening, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some, but the way I see it is if the leaves are still edible, it's a win-win for me. So here's what I have today that I'm planting, and I may not get to planting all of this today, but we're gonna get started. So we've got some patio snack mix peppers, also known as the mini sweet peppers you might find in the grocery store. I know you might be thinking Tiara, peppers take too long, but I believe when I read these up, I believe that these are an early maturing variety, but nonetheless we're gonna put them in the dirt today. We got some early sun glow corn. These says here that these are going to be ready in about 63 days. Now if you don't know, the days to maturity is an estimate, and that's based on like perfect conditions. So in the most perfect conditions will your crops mature in the set amount of time, but it may not be 63 days, it may be longer. That's perfectly fine, but nonetheless by fall I should be ready to harvest these. Okay, and this is from Isla's Garden. I have purchased from this company before and I had great results with them, so I like this company. Okay, we have another Isla's Garden seed company packet. This is the yellow straight neck squash. Says maturity in about 50 days, but like I said, give or take the conditions, it may be a few days longer or even a few weeks longer, and that's perfectly fine. Squash is pretty fast maturing in general, so we're gonna put this in the dirt, in the soil I should say, because there's a difference between soil and dirt. And we got a sugar baby watermelon. Yes, I'm taking a chance on this, and we are in mid-June, but that's because sugar babies, they are of the fastest maturing variety of watermelons. So we're gonna put this in the soil today. I got some Scarlet Emperor runner beans. I read that hummingbirds love these because they produce these really beautiful red flowers, and hummingbirds are really attracted to the color red, and I love hummingbirds. And I also read that these mature pretty quickly. They are a vining type, so they need to trellis on something because they'll climb. So I wanna try these. I got Malabar spinach. I'm super excited about this one because I just learned about this one maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, and I've been wanting to try this. So we got some Malabar spinach. Malabar spinach is not a true spinach, but they say it's pretty similar in taste and texture to spinach, so I'm really excited to try this. We're gonna put that in. Golden midget watermelon. I've never tried this before. I've never tasted one before. I've tasted like a yellow meat watermelon before, but I've never tasted golden midget watermelon. And they say that with these, the flesh is actually red, but it's just the rind that's golden. And these are pretty fast maturing as well. It says at only 70 days, reading the back here, but depending on the conditions. So we're gonna get some of those down. And we got some Roselle. This one is, I'm pushing it because I know Roselle takes a while to mature, but I don't follow rules, so I'm gonna put it down anyway. And then we're back to the patio peppers. So I'm super excited. about what we're going to be getting planted today. Again, I may not get around to planting everything because it's sundown now, so it's going to start to get really dark soon, and I don't want to be out here in the dark time. So also wanted to show you guys a new arrival. So this is my new arrival. I have a metal arch trellis, and I moved my zucchini plants that were next to the porch in those big pots. I moved them to the sides because it was only temporary that they were by the porch anyway, so I moved them by the trellis. I think it's really cute right there. I really wanted one of those beautiful wooden arches, but they're just a little bit out of my budget, so this was on sale for 18 bucks on Amazon. I will drop the link in the comments. I'll pin it in the comments or in the description, either one, but I'll definitely drop the link. But it was on sale for $18, and you know what? I like it. It's cute. It only took about 20 to 30 minutes to put together. Nothing but a bunch of screws and rods. So I like it. I'm very happy with this. And this is going to be perfect for my scarlet runners and my Malabar spinach. They are going to share a trellis. I know. Y'all going to be like, Tiara, those are two vining plants. They going to fight. I know they going to fight. But again, I don't follow rules, so I'm gonna do it anyway. I think it'll be fine, honestly, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. But yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase. I love how cute that looks. It looks very rustic. It looks very homesteadish, and so ignore the overgrown grass. I will be getting that cut hopefully this weekend or sometime in the next few days. So I'm really happy with this purchase. Okay, so before we get started with putting some of the seeds in some soil, we're going to do a quick garden update. We're going to do a quick walkthrough. We're going to see, what's been growing, what's new, because after all that torrential rain, there's definitely some new growth. So let's go check it out. All right, so as you all can see here, our pepper girl has a full flower and it has bloomed already, and I can confirm that there is a pepper growing in that flower. So she's looking beautiful. She's got more buds, and the buds are getting bigger. It's she's looking absolutely gorgeous. All right, this was the spinach bed that I harvested last week, and this is also going to be the bed where I'm going to be planting some of the newer seeds. Our onions are bulbing and bulbing up nicely. They got this nice round firm base here, so they're looking beautiful. And I see we have some weeds we need to pull. Is that a zucchini? Lord, I think that's a squash of some sort for sure. Okay, I just love how nature surprises us. And I'll be borrowing a weed whacker, so we're gonna get all these weeds. We're gonna get all these weeds out of here. Look at this, y'all. Oh, isn't she pretty? We have a full zucchini growing here. Of course, I'm not going to harvest it now. It's much too small for my taste. But we also have, and you may not be able to see it on camera, but we also have a few other females. There's a female back there, if you can see it. Right down in there. There's a female. There's a couple other smaller ones. Here's a female right here. I gotta be gentle so I don't accidentally break them off. But yeah, we've got some females going on here. I think there's one other smaller one, but we're gonna go ahead and move on. Okay, so this is one of the beds we're gonna be pulling. We're gonna leave the citronella. I don't know what that colorful stuff is. We're gonna leave the, what is that? If anybody knows what that is, you can let me know, that colorful stuff. But we're gonna pull this radish bed here. We're gonna this radish side of it. We're gonna pull these up, and I'm just gonna eat the radish leaves. And it looks like I got some evidence of possibly a leaf miner, so, but I'm not quite sure. So we're gonna pull that out. That's bolted, and we're gonna eat it because I'm not wasting no food. Well, hello there. I don't know who you are. I've never seen any of your kind, and I don't know if you're harmful or helpful, but as of right now, we're gonna let you be. We're gonna pull all the beets up. I'm not gonna waste any more time on the beets because it's warm and I want to use these buckets for something else. This is our other spinach bed. It has completely bolted. We we're gonna pull that up too. And if I don't get to harvesting today, I'm definitely gonna do it tomorrow as a part 2 to this, because I really want to get these seeds in some soil. Okay, here's our vining patch, and some of them actually aren't vines. Our patty pan looks like it's more going to be a bush variety, so this is looking beautiful. Look at all this new growth compared to the last time. You know, those big leaves, those are the patty pans, and they are showing out, y'all. They are showing out for real. So I don't know how I'm going to cut this excess weed growth without cutting my, I mean, I know I can cut around them, but I'm thinking, like, obviously I can't use a lawnmower, so, or a weed whacker. That's too risky. So I'm like, maybe I'll have to get some, like some limb cutting shears or something, or maybe some regular household scissors and just kind of cut by hand. I don't know, but we're gonna figure that out. So that patch looks beautiful. Our okra is looking beautiful. Let me get over here so I can show y'all which one exactly is the okra. This is our okra. She's finally putting on some additional leaves, so that looks beautiful. This is our cabbage. She's looking okay. I am seeing some leaf miner damage here, but it's obviously not damaging the whole plant, so she looks fine. This morning I pulled off about 3 or 4 cabbage worms off of her, so we got some Monterey BT spray on the way, because like I said, I refuse to be defeated by cabbage worms. Not this year. These are our Brussels sprouts that I need to get them out of those small pots, and I will. All right, again, ignore the overgrowth from the torrential rain. We're gonna get that cut soon. Green beans are looking good. We have a green bean, y'all. We have a green bean. They look beautiful. And I want to put some more green beans down too. But I'll have to look through my seed catalog and see which ones I have left. All right, we got some strawberries. They are producing more and more strawberries. We got one starting to blush and one that's already blushed. We're going to go ahead and pick that one off. There we go. It's doing this thing. The strawberry is strawberrying, okay? Potatoes look good. Looks like all the flowers fell off, which that's okay. If your flowers fall off, that means they've already done their job. So we're gonna let the potatoes do what potatoes do. Yep, here's our bolted basil, but I don't care that the basil bolted. It still tastes good to me, so I'm gonna use it. Our other Brussels sprouts, beautiful. All right, let's head to the other side of the porch. All right, so this is our tomato that suffered one poor casualty when one of the tomatoes fell off when it was knocked over during the storm. But, you know, thank God the plant itself is not actually damaged. No broken stems, none of that. Didn't even lose no leaves really, so it held up. And so to just lose one tomato, which I didn't really lose it, it's just sitting in the house in the windowsill. I'm not worried about it. And then here's our other tomato. She's looking good. She's finally putting on some new blossoms, and I can see that those blossoms are actually going to become tomatoes. I can tell. Here's our carrot bed, looking lush and beautiful with all those gorgeous marigolds in it. We're gonna leave them in there to the end of the season because they doing their thing, so we're gonna let them be. All right, y'all, so I don't know if you remember I'm sorry, I ate that strawberry. Back at the beginning of me doing these videos, I had planted corn and sunflowers and nasturtiums. Nothing sprouted over here, which I kind of figured because this soil needs to be retilled. But look, we got a corn. We got a corn stalk that went through the fire to the limits, through the wall. Yes, it has stuck with us. That is a corn plant. So I'm going to keep that corn plant, and I'm going to come and rework the rest of this soil, get these weeds up, and we're going to put some more corn. This is where we're going to put our early sunglow corn. And we are in the back. This is our cucumbers. They're putting on some beautiful flowers. I'm wondering why they don't seem to be getting much taller. So it makes me wonder if they were stunted sitting in pots too long. But nonetheless, they are still producing, and I'm happy with that. All right, tomatoes doing good. It's put on a few more blooms. If you can see here, we've got a couple more blossoms here. We have our pepper over here, which also had a blossom, has a blossom, and that is also a pepper. I was able to look and confirm. We got a couple of blossoms here on this pepper. I don't know if you can see that one under there and then that one there. Yep, so she looks good. Our lonely little squash plant is still hanging in there. It's stunted, it's small but mighty. We gonna hang on to it. All right, this is the other one that is also putting on some buds. Sorry, I'm still trying to get these camera angles right. It's looking good except that yellow leaf. Nothing a little nitrogen can't fix. All right, we got this one right here. Uh-oh, you can't see it over the weeds. All right, that one looks pretty. And then this one has definitely been immensely buried in the brush. But she's looking beautiful, y'all. She's getting bigger. She's getting big. Of the ones that we transplanted back here, this one's getting the biggest. So, all right, let's get to putting some seeds down and pulling up some bolted spinach.
I'm out here before the sun even hits the concrete street with a pair of rusty shears and the rhythm in my feet. I ain't talking about the block or the hustle for the gold. I'm talking about the secrets that the fertile soil holds. Got my car hard knees in the dark, damp earth, calculating every seed since the moment of his birth. Started from a seedling, now we reaching for the sky. Vertical integration while the crows are flying by. I don't need a heavy chain to show you how I shine. I just need a trellis for this Elam grapevine. Nitrogen and phosphorus, the chemistry is raw. Growing organic, strictly breaking every.
Let me put my glove back on here. As you all can probably see, it is getting darker than I care to be out in here, outside dealing with. But just real quick, I do want to go ahead and get at least a few of these seeds in this bed here. So what I'm going to go ahead and plant is both of the watermelon varieties, the Sugar Baby and the Golden Midget. I'm going to let that spinach continue to bolt so that I can harvest the seeds off of it. When I harvested the other beds, I didn't bother keeping seeds because I have so many of them already. I have plenty of radish seeds and beet seeds, so there was really no need for me to, I didn't mind not keeping anymore. So let's go ahead and get some of these Sugar Babies, and I'm just going to plant just a few at a time. I'm just going to plant 3 at a time. Okay. All right, and I'm going to plant them kind of spread out. I'm going to plant them about roughly 6 inches apart. 1, 2, I'm just going to do 3 per bed, and 3. All right, whoop, that is done. All right, that's the Sugar Baby. All right, and our Golden Midget. I'm out here getting bit up. I keep saying I'm gonna get that skin so soft, and I keep forgetting. So again, 3 in this on this side. This is the Golden Midget. 1, 2, and 3. All right. And then on this side where there's this leftover, remaining spinach flower, I'm going to plant a mix of both. So maybe 1 Golden Midget and then 2 Sugar Babies. And I'm honestly not going to bother with labeling because once they grow, I'll know what it is anyway. So I'm really I'm not too bent on labeling. I know what's in this bed, so I'm okay with that. All right, and 3. All right, cool. So we at least got those down. I did want to accomplish at least some of that today, and we will hopefully we'll be able to tackle the rest of the seeds tomorrow, depending on how the schedule looks today. I mean tomorrow for me. I'm trying to get on an uploading schedule. I'm just trying to find kind of what works for me. For the last couple of weeks, it's been just kind of last minute things popping up, so I've not been able to I've been able to upload consistently each week, just not on like a particular day. So hopefully I can kind of get that worked out. All right, so we got those planted. Hopefully tomorrow we can get the remainder planted. But since it is dark outside, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. That is it for today. I appreciate you all coming along with me today on today's update, seeing my new trellis, watching me harvest and plant some new stuff. So until next time, happy harvest.